Yeah, hi there. And these comments are for Ronke. And I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, materials writer for the TOEFL online course called the 7-Step System to Pass a TOEFL IBT. And you sent me an interesting email, I'll be honest with you. I've been looking it over right now. And let me see if I can give you some information here. So you say, reaching out because we're looking for qualified teachers to join our team and do contract work. The role would involve blogging about the TOEFL, developing practice test materials, and guiding TOEFL test takers to achieve their goals. And it's primarily done online via writing or email. You say, I visited your website, was impressed by your teaching style and knowledge. Okay, so I went over and I clicked on the link here to learn more about this particular position. I'm a little bit interested. I'll just tell you what I'm interested in, what I'm not interested in, to be honest with you. My own online TOEFL course, I developed 700 different lessons that help students improve their TOEFL and their academic English in terms of their vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, writing, and speaking areas. In fact, this is actually my website right now. I use Moodle, and my students find me by internet. I usually advertise a little bit and so on. And once they get into my course, they have access to all of my lessons here. I'll show you what they are right now. So I have, no joke, it's probably over 6 months of material that I have right now to help my students improve. And I developed this because I like to help students, not just, you talked about here, it's teaching TOEFL-specific ESOL lessons, explain test strategy, provide high-quality practice material. These are all important, but my own philosophies are I'm interested in building these students' academic English language proficiency. I'm also a professor at California State University, San Bernardino. I've been teaching there since 1997. I've been teaching TOEFL preparation since 1994. And I decided to go on the internet about the same time you guys did, about 3-4 years ago. And it's a great market. And there's students all over, like you said, all over the world who are interested in studying TOEFL. But in a nutshell, here's my topic outlines for my vocabulary. Here are all my pronunciation lessons right here. Covers all the consonants, all the vowels. I even focus on syllable division, word stress, sentence rhythm, intonation, thought groups, and blending. I have a lot of grammar lessons. I'm just about done with. I have a grammar diagnostic pretest. The students go through it. Then they can figure out what all their weaknesses are and how they can improve. And I'm just getting ready to add my post-test at the end of the grammar section so they can check their progress as they go. I have a listening section with a whole bunch of practice tests. I have a reading section. In my reading section, it helps students improve their reading speed to more than 350 words per minute. So part of my philosophy is, again, like I said, it's academic English language proficiency. Many of my students want to get graduate degrees, undergraduate degrees. They want to work in professional type situations, doctors, pharmacists, physical therapists. You guys have probably the same market. And then I have the most popular section of my course. Notice I have over 40 different independent writing practice tests right now at my website. I have 43 integrated writing practice tests on my website right now. So I've developed a lot of materials. Step 7, have an organized approach to speaking. I have over 350 different independent speaking prompts I developed. And you can see all of my lessons here. And I don't know about you guys. I was going to ask you a suggestion here. Let me get back to what you're asking me. So I'm not interested in writing the articles for $25 per article. To me, I have a teaching assistant at Cal State. I pay my teaching assistant. I pay him like $11 an hour. He writes 4 400-word articles every week, all month long, all year long. It's a lot of time. It can take me up to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to write an article like that. And as you can imagine, my website is making a lot of money. I get thousands and thousands of dollars a month. So it's just not worth it. That wouldn't be the best use of my time. But there is something I might be interested in helping you guys with. I'm a good closer. I get students who come to my website asking about my course, and what I do is I will usually answer them by video, by YouTube, and I'll send them a link to the YouTube video where I will answer their questions, and that seems to be a highly effective way to sell people on your course. I don't know if you're looking for a closer, a person who can convince people to join your course. If you need somebody like that, I'd be happy to do that. I think I could do this. High quality practice material. I mean, I'm not going down that road again. I've already done that for 7 years. I've exhausted all my possibilities. Any test material I do design, I'm going to do it for my own site, not for anybody else's. But this one, respond to student questions. If you have students who have questions about how to improve their pronunciation or how to improve reading proficiency, or they want some tips on vocabulary improvements or any of those kinds of things, I can answer many, many questions like that, right? So that might be, I don't know if you could see me in that role. One thing that I do also, I'll put a link here, is I have a VoxyPop discussion group on the internet where my students, they go over to this particular discussion group and they will post their practice test, and then I will give them feedback. If you need somebody to score your students' practice tests, their speaking practice tests particularly, including their independent and integrated speaking practice tests, I'd be interested in doing something like that. You know, maybe an hourly rate. It'd have to be pretty good, though. It's going to be tough to get me at $25 an hour when I'm already making, quite a bit of money. So, but that would be something that I could offer. Or I could even help train. I could help you guys train TAs. It'd be relatively easy to train them to grade the independent and integrated writing and speaking practice test. Not a big deal. I don't know if you guys consider that, but this VoxyPop is a great online place where you can post things, and I keep mine public, but you can certainly make them private if you want to also. Alrighty, so that's the best I can do. So I hope I've given you some information about me. I am very passionate. I take my teaching seriously, both online and at Cal State University San Bernardino. From the English department, I am a first-year composition instructor. I teach all the first-year composition courses. Sometimes I'll teach the upper division writing requirement for Cal State. It's called expository writing. I teach that quite a bit. I also teach linguistics for the English department. Now, for another program on campus, I'm also the placement and testing coordinator for the English language program at California State University. It's an intensive English program. You guys probably have something like that up at Berkeley. So I also function as one of the lead instructors. I'm in charge of all the grammar teachers in my department, making sure that they're following their curriculum, their syllabi, and all of those things. And I, from time to time, will evaluate different teachers to make sure their teaching is high quality, easy for students to follow, and they're treating their students with respect. But Ronke, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, but thank you for your email. And if you want to email me again, you can. Just remember that my time is pretty valuable, and if you guys thought you could use me in some type of senior position where I could maybe even be in charge of some of your faculty or staff and help train them, or get TAs and qualify them so that they can score accurately, the independent and integrated writing and speaking practice test that you guys have developed, I'd be more than happy to do that. All right, well, let me know. Have a great day.